exact opposite effect though.
Oh yeah.
I actually I've been I got a bike during COVID, so like I go bike riding all the time.
Keep in good shape.
Keep in good shape. And then when the gyms were back, I was in the gym all the time. So it's not bad. A lot of people, it's either did good or bad. One way or the other. But no, you're really good. You're fit.
Oh yeah. We've been working out hardcore, man. Keep it going there, DJ Jake. DJ Jazzy Jake.
Jake's having a good time over there.
All right. Welcome to Accordin to Jorden.
It already sounds like we're
Yeah. Next up, put your hands together.
Here's Bambi.
So,
Chat, you're in the test
All
room.
right, no, okay, no, we're on. We're live, boys.
yep.
Okay, I'm gonna post.
Oh, we're live. Okay,
Yeah, we're
great.
Live, we're live.
Welcome to Accordin to Jorden. It's a special episode. I am here tonight with special guest, Mr. Alex K. Yeah, not just the Alex K. He's Alex F and K, but we'll keep it PG. It is Thanksgiving weekend, and I just wanted to put a quick shout out, a little recap of the past couple of weeks. So we've been doing Epilepsy Simcoe County. That's been the charity fundraiser for the last 2 weeks, and I'll just say this, over the last 2 months, I think Barry's Live, not even 2 months, but about 6 weeks, it was about a $300 monies raised in 6 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, we've brought in over $1,500 for Epilepsy Simcoe County, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll clap for that too. That's a pretty big deal. Just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you're keeping safe, and we've been doing some really cool things around here, my brother and myself, with our stepbrother and our partner Luke. We did a Berry food bank drive, and we're just trying to give back to the community. That's what this Barry's Live Music Show has been all about the whole time. So tonight we have a special guest. He's been with Barry's Live Music Show since the very beginning. And let's just get right into it, buddy. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are and what led you or connected you with us?
Well, as Jordan said, I'm DJ Alex F word K. I guess we gotta keep it PG, right?
Well, it's still only
you're
8
always
o'clock.
watching.
I think I could write it. I can write it.
You can write it.
Okay.
I can write it out for
Okay, we're
you.
good.
There we go. Slipped it
But
in.
yeah, no, I've been in Barrie now for 15 years, and DJing at local venues such as the Queens, the Rocks back in the day.
Right.
Also did like the Ranch. I did the country thing. But right now it's just since COVID started, you guys reached out. I had Jake, your brother, reach out to me, and when you guys started and said, hey, you know what, would you like to do a set on Barrie Live? We're doing, local charity events and stuff like that. So, I mean, when it comes to charity, of course, you know what I mean? I was staying home anyways. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I thought the industry was toast. I was like, the industry is gone right now. What am I going to do? So I started streaming. The numbers were well. So I was like, you know what? It was great. And it's great to see you guys. I mean, what do you got, 10,000 now?
Yeah.
It's wild. So to see you guys get that many numbers during this time, we've only been since March, right?
End of March.
End of March.
I think it was March 28th.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it's all organic. You could see the amount of people that I've been watching. So it's not just about playing on there. Like, I've been watching what you guys have been doing, and I think we've all just grown since COVID. I think it's just been, for some people it was devastating, but I think for guys like us, we kind of found a way to work through the whole thing.
Major
right?
blessing in disguise.
It has been a major blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, things are going really well. I'm busy right now. I'm busy 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
I'm DJing at the Queens on Saturday, and I'm in Bradford on Friday, and then I've got my own shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday that I do streaming.
And where do you stream those?
Okay, so I used to do on Facebook, but now that the copyright thing kind of blocked us, thanks Facebook, it's all been YouTube and
Right.
Twitch actually as well.
Okay.
Twitch doesn't take down for copyright. So do the Way Back Wednesday show with my partner Delirious and Iceman. And that goes really well. I mean, like, it's the chat room is always on fire. Like, you create a community in the chat.
Yes.
So, every week you have the same people that just kind of, they look
forward
they
to
look
it.
forward to it because
Yeah.
you know what, like, a lot of people don't really get a chance to go out often, and they create a community.
I think now, like with the numbers, they're going back up, and the days are getting shorter.
Yeah.
A little cooler out. People are finding themselves back at home, and who knows? Like, I've seen like an uprising here again, like just in Barry's live music show alone.
Yeah.
I know with you with the copyright stuff, it's too bad. It's as if we couldn't just figure a way out to because you're making it your own,
Pretty much.
And how can these
Yeah.
artists not respect that and love that anyway? I'm sure they don't mind.
And you know what? We would pay a fee, believe it or not. Like, all the DJs, if they could,
Yeah.
they would pay, $20, $30, whatever it would cost for Facebook to make it legal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that there's got to be a way. I mean,
Somebody's
there's
maybe working on it as we speak. Who knows?
Possibly. Perfect. But yeah, like, it's very, you know how it is. It's just very interactive.
Yep.
I would say I gained a lot of fans during COVID because of Barry Live. So I definitely owe a lot to you guys. I know that every time I did a live with you guys,
Yeah.
I would gain like so many
It was
friends,
so fun, too.
friend requests that would come in, and then and just seeing them every single week and just being very supportive. We look forward to that, right? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's what we want, and it's just it's just as much for us as it is for
And
them.
you bring a good energy with you too. You guys are good guys, man. And you've always got a nice, cool screen there with you. And it's,
Oh yeah, we always keep it silly. We always keep it where like I'll be getting drunk every once in a while on a live, like Jake's
There's
like, yeah,
Jake's-
I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it's all in good fun and like you said, like it's we do silly things on.
Why not? Why not? If you're not having fun, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. So, just wanted to say, like Jake, we were talking before we went live here, and well, I know Jake and our last two gigs were back to back on the Friday and the Saturday. We played Donnelly's
Right.
with our band, The Straits, and then that following Monday, it was like the world just shut down.
Yeah.
And so that's when this all came to fruition, right? And but you had a lot of things already on the go, like when that happened.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, like, the things that I had lined up, I had contracts here and there. I mean, there was supposed to be a Latin Fest in Wasaga Beach this year that I was supposed to be in charge of throwing. Like, we were going to have, like, Pitbull coming in, and, like, it was going to be just a huge Latin Fest at Wasaga Beach.
Wow.
But, and then, I used to have contracts for, some of the bars in Wasaga to do, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday events.
Right.
And then in Toronto, I had this place called the Pine House that I was in charge of their nightlife. I was the nightlife manager there. But, obviously the nightlife is non-existent. So, but you know what? Like, as much as I've lost, I've gained just as much.
Exactly.
So, you know what? Like, staying home and producing music, and right now the success of some of the music that I have and some that's coming out with my partner Delirious, it just more than makes up for everything that I've lost.
So so you have a really big announcement that you'd like to make. We're not going to do that right now,
Yeah.
but why don't you tell us a little bit about this first track? You've got a track that Jake was going to put out for you there.
Right. Okay. So we do have one track. I'm assuming it's going to be the one that we just submitted for a Juno Award.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. So it looks like it's gonna definitely be nominated for a Juno.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, in the reggae, and like genre. There's not very many Canadian artists putting out reggae, so I mean,
Okay.
we just kind of took advantage of that whole situation.
Sure. No, it's
I like it.
it's
I
true.
like it.
It's sort of what we did. Like Jake had an idea. There's no music. Well, let's give them some music.
Exactly. If you could hit, a market
Yeah.
that is not really being touched, and
Right.
now you can kind of submit your song, and it's just like if you don't have very much competition, it makes things easier for you to win. So kind of cheating, kind of whatever. But we made a song with another artist in Toronto, Trinity Chris, and then we also got a bona fide reggae artist from Jamaica, Serrani, who actually made a big song a few years ago, No Games. A lot of people know it. It's one of the biggest reggae club songs to date.
Amazing.
So he agreed to do a song with us, and yeah,
Wow,
so
that's great.
This is it.
What's it called?
Work It. And it's actually doing really well on Spotify. So this is already a release hit.
Wow.
It's actually on 2 major playlists
Is your
for
phone
Spotify. Yeah.
No, are they talking to you? Your friends?
Oh,
Your fans?
let me see. Oh wait, I haven't checked. Oh yeah, okay, I see. What's up, everybody? What's up, Jeremy, Jessica? It's good. It's good to see everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So that's Serrani right now.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, just, you know what? Like, hopefully we get with a judo for this one. It's a possibility.
Did you do this one all over? Did you do it all online? Did you work it all out online together, or did you guys get into a room together at all with COVID?
No,
or?
basically we made the beat and we gave it to, like, so yeah, it was all done online.
Right.
Yeah. So no one's we couldn't even make a music video, which is unfortunate.
Right.
Because most songs, like, it is actually hard to release music now, because a lot of DJs are the ones that push records, right? So you want to be able to have a song be huge in a club, and then once it gets big in the club, it gives labels and radio stations more of an incentive to push it and play it on the radio.
Exactly.
So right now it's a tough time with COVID, and right now you're relying on your streams.
Yeah, well, you guys are
That's
doing
it.
a great job with that, right?
So yeah, the streaming is doing well. This one was released a few months ago, and we're almost at 200,000 on Spotify.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not the greatest, but like, it's not bad for as long as it's been out. But like I said, it's on 2 of the biggest dance hall playlists on Spotify.
Perfect.
So it's averaging about 2,000-3,000 spins a day.
That's great, man.
Yeah. So and stuff like that.
So you'll hit that 300,000 mark soon.
It'll hit it. Yeah, it'll hit it. But nothing comparison to the next song that we have coming out.
Oh, another song.
So why don't you tell everybody that may or may not know where you can find everything? And
So yeah, we are on Spotify. It's Delirious and Alex K on Spotify, and there you'll be able to find our discography. Or you can find us on SoundCloud, YouTube, but it's Delirious and Alex K. That's how you find us. You can find our music. Add us to your playlist. It's appreciated, and looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, like how like the community has really come together, and people have, like, in my experience with Barry's Live Music Show, I've connected with so many people I would never have met.
Right.
Like, even you and I connected, and the first time we met was at the fireworks stand at the beer store.
Yeah.
And then, dinner at Donnelly's and stuff, and
yeah.
What was that, Camping Fest, and now here we are, right? And just plugging your stuff. But I would love it. I remember I was living out at the farm, and you started doing the Mondays. I forget what the hell you called it, though.
Bored in the House.
Was it Bored in the
Bored
House?
in the House
Yeah.
Mondays. I know, but wait, there was also Horny Mondays.
Okay, that was probably the one I was tuned in.
Yeah. Because what happened was, it did start initially as Bored in the House Mondays, but because I was playing, a lot of, like, sexy music,
right?
And like the chat room just started lighting up, and
people
started
flames,
people started getting really perverted in the chat room. So I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's time to change it to Horny Mondays.
Yeah, we'll put it to 10 p.m. and raise the bar a bit.
So, everyone started getting really antsy in the chat room, and it was like, all right, you know what? Horny Mondays.
Yeah.
So it's, even though it's Bored in the House Mondays now, people still like to call it Horny Mondays.
What I remember too, like way back, I guess April, seems so long ago, doesn't it?
It does.
Seems like a long time ago. But I remember, like, because of that copyright stuff.
It does seem like a long time, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I remember I didn't even have a green screen back then.
What's a green screen?
Yeah.
So, No, but I remember like you'd be on, and then 5 minutes later your stream's gone, and then we'd find you again on another one. It would just be like throughout the night, right?
Yeah.
Saturday night, if you want to listen to Alex K, you got to just keep finding the stream.
That's it. You just got to keep going.
They
right?
kept bouncing you.
And eventually, I kind of figured out a formula. I kind of realized what songs were being taken down. So you try to stay away from. Like in particular songs, and
right.
I knew that soon as you play that song,
it's on.
You're down. You're down. So certain artists, certain songs that I think once you play long enough and you kind of realize, it's like, okay, you know what, I have this thing figured out. Okay, all right.
So I remember seeing you in I think Las Vegas or something. You were doing some stuff, or you were stateside doing something. Why don't you tell us about that a little bit?
No, L.A. We frequent in L.A. We do a lot of stuff in New York. So like we've traveled everywhere. I know you've seen me in like different parts, but like we used to travel. We went to Asia.
Nice.
We did and the thing is, people like to ask me about Asia because it's down the other side of the world, and they're like, why do they need North American DJs in Asia, right? Why do they pay you guys all this money to fly out there? And a lot of people don't know this, but they don't actually have like radio there, and they don't know what music is hot, so that's why they have to fly North American DJs out there. So awesome. we kind of like show them what's good and what's not. They're actually really far behind there. They're so far behind.
Really?
Oh yeah, we could play songs from like 2-3 years ago, and there's still hits over there because that's all they know, right?
Right.
And
they gotta wake up.
No, but and that's obviously like being a touring DJ is very frustrating now that you can't really fly out anywhere. But
well, I know you have this lifestyle, and that just gets canceled.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know what? I'm enjoying the life of just staying home, believe it or not. It's been a blessing. I think it's actually been a blessing. It has been. Like, so much has happened, right?
Oh, we're picking it up?
I can hear it. Yeah.
I'll just turn the volume off. Okay, so while we're looking at the monitor, I'll bring up, I'm assuming we have...
Hang on. Jenna's talking about the Tinder bus in the chat.
Oh,
yes, Jenna, yeah, okay, yes. That's the Tinder bus is coming. And it's picking up everyone in the chat. We're going to the Niagara Falls Boat Adventure. It's going to be a good time.
Okay. Wait, I was going to say, Jenna, one of the moderators, hopefully we've got the link up for the charity. We are still pushing on Epilepsy Simcoe County, just final hours of that charity. We're hoping to, it is Sunday, right? I'm messed up from the long weekend.
It is Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, so
Sunday.
it's the final night of Epilepsy Simcoe County. It's been quite successful, and there's a link on this feed.
It's in the feed, and it's on the...
And it's at the top of the Barry's Live Music Show page as well. And okay.
She's killing it.
So I'm sure it's in the feed as well, but I'll just push out there that we do have that Barry's Live Music Show merchandise, and the proceeds from that go to directly to the charities.
Yeah, you see, you know what I'm laughing at, right?
What am I picking up though? Is it your phone, the volume?
Probably. Who knows? But I know that Jenna's making some jokes.
Okay, what's Jenna's got going on
there? She said, this is the longest I've seen Alex go without having a drink.
Oh, wow.
There's vodka in the water bottle.
It's true, though.
It's just vodka.
It's true. Yeah, there might be vodka in here, Jenna. You don't know.
It's a ouzo.
My Greek roots.
Yeah. High test water.
Oh, man.
But yeah, you know what?
So gross.
I really love what you guys do. Hopefully, guys, seriously, donate if you can, even if it's $5, whatever it is. I wish I could go live with you guys if it wasn't copyright now. It's actually worse than it is ever. I would love to still do some, but unfortunately, it's not possible.
Well, it's possible if you do your own stuff.
Exactly.
Right. So hopefully we can work something out that you'll have enough material to at least give us a 45-minute show.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen. Yeah, absolutely.
So
it's probably close now. Yeah, it's probably close now. So yeah. I think, it'd be nice to kind of. I really like doing stuff for charity, and I know that you guys have done so much. Like, I mean, it seems like every week you guys have a different charity, and it just.
Well, when summer opened up and the world got busy again, we were going to like 2-week intervals, and we're still staying at that just to see how things pan out.
Right.
I guess, Jake, why don't you talk about this week coming?
This week coming, we're just going to. We started to do the food bank here at Proud West Studios in the fireworks store.
Burbank, California.
In Stroud, Innisfil. So we've already raised about $500, I think, between the two different links I've had going. And we've got at least 300 pounds of food in the store already. So it's been pretty good. So we're going to keep that going next week on Barry's Live Music Show. And we will hopefully try to hit $1,500 for the food bank as well, because the food bank really struggles this time of year, especially coming into Christmas. So it's really it's a really big deal that we make a move on that. So you guys can post some questions in the chat too if you want. I got a question though for Alex. What's the best gig you've had? Like any people you consider famous you got to jam with or mix with or rap or do whatever, somebody did something with you?
Yeah, definitely. I would say the biggest gig I ever did, as far as like a residency, I used to be the resident at the Government, which was for a lot of people that don't know, Government was the staple of Toronto, right? It was the biggest nightclub in Toronto. It was like, if you get drafted first overall, as for a DJ, that's where, I mean, that's like being drafted first overall. If you were like the resident DJ at the Government,
nice, that's
where you wanted to be. And it was like known for bringing in all the biggest acts in the world used to go there, right? So, actually even, so I got to work with DJ Pauly D.
Yeah.
The first single that me and Delirious made together was with DJ Pauly D. And it was mentioned on TMZ.
It was awesome. I remember that.
Yeah, so it was awesome. And, Pauly D still remains a great friend. So whenever he's in town, we get to hang out. And, it's all the ladies just go nuts for this guy. He's he's a great person. He's just as good in person as he is on TV. So, he's not one of those people that, he's like, has his head up his butt. He's really down to earth kind of guy. And I would say out of everyone I've worked with, I would say he's definitely the most famous.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
he's definitely famous. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Jersey Shore, he's got his own show now.
Yeah, so. He's definitely the most famous of that whole situation, too.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Yeah, right, too. I think he's in jail. I think he's in jail still, isn't he? Poor guy. He had a shitty accountant, I think.
But yeah, just to get mentioned on TMZ, I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty.
There's a claim to fame,
man.
That was awesome. Yeah, I did not even expect that, right? I was just like, we're watching it, and it's just like, wait, did he just mention our name on TMZ? That's cool. Like, this is pretty wild. So, like, you didn't expect that, right? So, that was kind of like what kind of, really made our career take off to the next level. And then we got a chance to work with some pretty famous artists after that. We got to work with like Diplo, Justin Bieber, Sean Paul, Dua Lipa,
right?
Who else? Flo Rida. So we got to work on some pretty big projects for the majors with these artists. So it's pretty good. In hindsight, I wish we didn't get bought out. I wish we actually ended up getting royalties, but we ended up signing a deal where, we get to work on these projects, and it's just like, at the time, you think it's a good idea. You're just that you're getting paid, and, it's a good idea because a big chunk, and you just want that money right away. But then,
I feel that.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but, now, looking back, you're just like, man, I kind of wish we just took the royalties, because royalties are for life.
Yeah, especially anything with Justin Bieber.
Exactly.
Next time around.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you get a lawyer to hire a lawyer and look after that lawyer.
Right? Yeah. So we didn't have a lawyer at the time.
You need 3 of them.
Yeah.
The third one's looking out for both of the other.
But,
So yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so what are you working on now?
So we just finished.
Because we're still in lockdown. Ultimately, I know you're getting to do a little bit of gigging here and there, but
Yeah.
Like I was at, we went to a bar the other night. Johnny X was playing, and we had to leave by 11, I think, or
Yeah,
midnight
it's
or
it's
something.
crazy right now. Yeah, it's just See, I guess because COVID, it comes out after 11. So.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's exactly what happens, right?
Oh,
that's when it's you're most vulnerable to COVID after 11. So
Okay, all right.
they shut everything down.
Public service announcement from Alex K. Alex F word K.
Yes, that's right. It doesn't.
COVID wakes up at 11.
It wakes up at 11.
Oh, it's
and
here.
then
It's
it goes
here.
back to
now.
bed. Yeah, it goes-
COVID's at the door, guys.
it goes
No,
back
it's
to
only
bed.
9:20.
Oh wait, yeah, it comes back, and then it goes back to sleep at 5 a.m.
Oh, good. So everyone's up for work then next
Yeah.
day.
So yeah, you're free to work at 5 a.m.
Into bed by 11.
In bed by 11.
Okay.
COVID won't get you.
Perfect.
But I think it's wild. I mean, these rules. I mean, but it's really killing the industry. A lot of restaurants and nightclubs are like already struggled. We saw something local happen to the alley where they kind of decided they were going to take all the measurements that they possibly could to reopen, and then they only stayed open for 2 weeks, and then
This
had to
couldn't
shut
sustain
down
it,
again
yeah.
because they started this whole like 11 o'clock shutdown thing, and it's just wow, like they just make up the rules.
Like in Barrie alone, there's been a couple of like nightclubs that have had, not nightclubs, but just what was there?
The Fox.
Yeah, the
Lounge.
Fox, and like Sean, they're good people. Sean and Glenda were great people.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it
It's a
really is a
shame.
shame. It is. It's a shame because they're hard workers, and and it's crazy because a lot of it's. I don't think it's ever going to be the music industry's fault, but and now they have this thing where you have to have the music. There's a volume clause now, or there's a law where you can't play the
Yeah,
volume.
so people aren't yelling at each other apparently because you spit too much.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Because
yell moistly.
masks don't help, right? It's whatever. Anyway, we don't want to get into that discussion.
No,
That's for a different show.
This
Somebody
is,
else.
We weren't even going to go into the pandemic.
Yeah.
It is,
But
as it is.
it does go hand in hand with our industry. It's unfortunate that but I guess by them shutting down, it kind of gives us a little bit more life online.
But we're our band, the Straits. We're a 7-piece band.
Yeah.
And we've played together once in a backyard. And oh no, that's not true.
Well, thank God it's 7-piece and not 10, right? I mean, like,
Oh yeah, it was,
I got hate mail about it from people.
because now you get people writing on you.
Wait
a minute, this band has 10 people in it.
yeah.
Who's
Who's the
watching?
staff?
Yeah.
Who's carrying the video camera?
Yeah. The staff members. You're not. It's the party of 10 plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but we've only played a couple of backyard parties, and then we did a campsite or something, all social distancing. They were like 50 feet away from us, and it was like, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever experienced.
Oh, I'd imagine.
The energy, it's just a different vibe, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, we are playing live often.
You got to do what you got to do, right?
Like Jake and I were playing every day when this thing first started.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw
I'm
that.
sick of
you guys
myself.
all the time. I got the notifications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake's going live. Jake's going live.
Yeah.
Jake's going live.
I had to stop. I couldn't even sing anymore.
I got sick of myself.
Yeah.
And
I had no voice left.
no, but I mean the drive-through thing. It seems to be the thing too, right? I mean, like me and Delirious we did one of the first drive-through festivals.
Like the drive-in.
It was drive-in.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
drive-in. We did a drive-in festival, and there was like some pretty big. There was like Maestro Fresh West was there.
Right.
Cardinal Official was there. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time, but it was it was different.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like you're playing in like for cars.
Yeah, it was. How was the streaming? Like the frequency was just fed right to the car.
RF? No, you guys had a PA, right? You guys played with your speakers.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Oh,
yeah.
you
There was
did,
speakers. Yeah.
Oh, because it was
speakers.
high summer too. It was hot, so
Yeah. Yeah, but it was it was different. You're playing for cars versus people. But,
Yeah.
I mean, but I think that's the thing that's happening still right now. I mean, everyone's trying to hold drive.
Yeah, there's still some of that happening. I
Yeah.
mean, as long as the weather in Canada holds.
Yeah.
So, Jenna asks, how did you and Delirious meet? Turn the volume down on your phone. I'm going to play that thing in a minute.
Okay. Actually, me and Delirious, we've known each other for years. I actually went to high school with his brother, and I remember his brother asked me, he's like, yo, my brother is starting a DJ, and he's looking for a partner. Like, you want to be his partner? Yeah. Like, at the time, I had two other friends. We were partners. We were like it used to be like a DJ crew back in the days. You used to roll with DJ crews, right? So I already had my guys, and I was like, no, like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I already have my guys. And then literally, it was like a couple of months later, DJ Delirious was doing like remixes for Napster. Like, he was on Napster. And he was doing like all kinds of remixes, and he just became this overnight sensation in Toronto. Like, he just blew up, and it was like, Jesus, maybe I should have partnered with this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy's just blown up, and here I am doing like Sweet 16 parties, and like, he started doing radio stuff. Like, he was like constantly on Z103, and but no, we weren't really connected until I started a group with my partner Bosa. We started a group called Anthem Kings, and we were part of this company called the Crooklyn Clan out of New York. And Crooklyn Clan was like the biggest mashup company in like the world. So we got on this site and we were doing mashups for them. And then he kind of reached out to me one day on social media, and he said, hey, I'm a big fan of Anthem Kings and what you guys are doing. And then we just kind of connected, and I helped get him on the site. And we just developed a friendship. And then when things kind of went raw between me and my partners, Anthem Kings, me and Delirious really connected. So, right but like now I'm very good with both. I actually have both Anthem Kings, and I have, with Delirious, we kind of have our own separate things. So, I kind of keep myself versatile, because you never know what's going to happen. Like I like to have different avenues in life. For sure. So like I also do my own thing as well. So like I'll DJ by myself, and then I also have partners that I DJ alongside, depending on who books us, whatever your budget is.
I used to partner with you at the Queens. I would stand in the booth and get shit faced.
Yeah. Back in the day, Jesus.
That was a long time ago.
Back in the day, that's how we met, was with the Queens.
That's 20 years ago.
So, like when you were traveling abroad, like, you ever get yourself into trouble finding your way back to Canada, or like? Give us some horror story.
The last Asia tour that I did, I swore to myself that I was never going to do another Asia tour, because our manager at the time, and this was like, okay, so I now know that this was not supposed to happen this way, but our manager at the time said, hey guys, we have a large sum of money that we got from these clubs that booked you guys, so they would basically give us a 50% down payment on the gigs. So we basically go get the flights and do everything. So the manager is supposed to be in charge of that, but he said, hey guys, do you guys want to be in charge of this? So, he's already laughing, because he already kind of knows what's about to happen.
I'm trying not to laugh, but to look at you in your face, though, I can see it in your eyes.
It's like, okay, you know what? So me and my partner at the time were like, all right, we'll be in charge of it. Let's just get the cheapest flights for every single thing we can get, and let's try to keep as much money in our pocket as possible. Yeah. Worst idea ever. So right away, we got the worst airlines, the worst flights. I can't even tell you how many delays, but we ended up losing probably the most highest paying gig in Asia because of flight delays.
Yeah.
And we ended up having to issue an apology to the venue, because they had to show it to the crowd. They wanted to show what was so it was embarrassing. So you're just like, hey, you're at the airport, you're tired, because we just got really drunk the night before in Shanghai.
Yeah.
So we're just completely a mess. And on top of that, we missed our flight. We missed our connecting flight it was supposed to be to Singapore, and we missed it by 1 minute. 1 minute. Because they give you a 45-minute window and then like they lock the computers.
Right.
And we're just like, is this really happening right now? We missed it by 1 minute. And the thing is, there was a couple in front of us that was getting their tickets that took 10 minutes for them to get their tickets, when it should have taken like 2-3 minutes.
Oh, so let's blame them.
So like we were freaking out. We started freaking out, right? We're like, are you kidding me? Like, can't you just like we could see the flight right there in front of us.
There's the plane.
There's the plane.
Right there.
It's right there, right in front of us. You can't just like get us on this flight. And they're like, oh no, sir, we can't. And it was like a struggle because they didn't really understand what we were trying to say. Because we were just like, look, we have a $10,000 US gig waiting for us. And you guys are going to stop this from happening? Are you serious? So all we could hear is like the lady getting the manager. And all we hear is, no, Lady Gaga. And we're like, Lady Gaga, wait, is she trying to say that we're like divas here? Like, what's going on? Yeah, like they literally thought we were making up this whole story.
Right.
That like, oh, we think we're Lady Gaga. We need to get on this flight. I'm like, come on, man. Like it was wild, and we ended up staying at that airport overnight till like we can get us another flight to the like. It was, and you know what? Because we lost that gig, we ended up having to issue an apology. We ended up having to pay for everything that they did for us, like the hotels. They ended up they got a billboard for us, so we ended up having to pay for the advertising. Like, it was insane. So we ended up doing a 2-week Asia tour, which we should have landed us like 15,000-20,000 in our pockets easy. Ended up walking out with like $4,000.
And lesson learned.
I mean, yeah, don't tell your manager next time you book the flights.
Yeah.
Like, it was wild.
Why are you my manager otherwise?
Like, how in the world do you leave like the flights? Like, are you kidding me? Like, who does that, right? So, but we didn't realize that till later, right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
So,
Yeah.
Bad
idea.
Tell us now what you're working on.
Well, now, yeah, like, I'll be honest. I've been so busy that it's.
I can relate.
I can't even. I get so busy where like someone tries to make plans with me, and it's just like, you know, you're just stare off into space.
Yeah.
Can I make that date work?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so you get so busy, right?
I can relate.
And
I've never been so busy. COVID has made our world crazy. Like,
right?
I'm not even kidding. I've never been so busy all my life. It's like, when do I sleep? Okay, right. Between this and that.
And,
but,
you know,
yeah.
exactly. Like, I don't remember ever being this busy, you know, pre-COVID. I don't remember being this busy.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
We've got so much on the go.
So, like, working, like, as far as working on music right now, it's just been kind of a standstill because I've been just so busy with other things. And it's like production is kind of taking a step back at this point. And it's good because we have a huge release coming out soon. So, which is going to be the huge announcement whenever you guys are ready to prepare for that
Whenever
one.
you,
Well, I'm just saying, it's a podcast, so
Yeah.
we'll just go until we go. I love the stories. Is there fans asking more questions there before we get to the big stuff, or how are we making out for time on here? I love our new studio. I love this place. This is fantastic.
This is great. I love this place.
It's good
yeah.
lighting. It's temperature's a little high in here.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm not sweating. I don't know. You're a little, you know, you're feeling it from the camera?
Yeah, no, not the camera. That doesn't bother me at all. It's probably my Mr. Rogers sweater.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. I'm loving it, though.
Yeah, it's
I like
good.
that. It's very current. Very current. But, yeah, you know what? Should I just go ahead and...
Yeah, so let us talk a bit about who you're working with on it and what you got coming up here. What is it?
Okay, so we just finished this. Actually, we didn't just finish a song.
Could we actually get a drum roll? Isn't this a pretty big announcement?
It's a pretty big announcement. It's a pretty big
Okay, hold
announcement,
on.
yeah.
Okay, Jake's got to find Ed McMahon. Can we get a drum roll here, please?
Ooh, there we go.
Even better. This is
All right.
alarming.
Fired him. All right. Okay, so about a year ago, me and Delirious worked on a song with Maximilian, and it used to be like he had a lot of you remember Sexual Healing. It was a song from the 90s. and it did very well. But he said, I want to remake it, and I think you guys are the guys to get it done, make it more current. So we went in the studio, back and forth, finished it. We ended up getting it signed, but there was about 4 different release dates since then.
Right.
Because Maximilian just wants to have, he's very particular with how he wants things done.
Right.
And we tried to push it as much as we could with COVID too, because he wanted a music video really badly for this song.
I see.
Because, the music video is what really pushes a song,
For
right?
sure.
A lot of people like the visual. So we push it as long as we can. But now there's an actual official release date, which is November 12th. So it will be coming out worldwide, every single streaming site. But before that, they got us doing for the label. We're going to be on October 26th, we're doing a podcast for DJ City. And then October 30th, we're doing another podcast, a 1-hour podcast, which will be showcasing the song with Globalization, Pitbull's Globalization Radio on XM. Like, it's one of the biggest radio stations on XM radio. And then 2 weeks later, it'll be released worldwide. Sexual Healing, Delirious and Alex K, featuring Maximilian. So,
wow.
And he actually has we are the only ones that are allowed to touch Sexual Healing because he owns the rights from the Marvin Gaye family.
Right.
Which is wild. So yeah, this is it.
And my emotional stability.
You're hearing it first on Accordin to Jorden.
I'm gonna crank it up here.
There is something I would do. I would sit by the telephone and call you up, baby.
And he still sounds great. That's
awesome.
Baby, I'm hot just like an oven, and I need some loving.
Federational song too.
Baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. Baby, me to man like the oven. And I make it hold it longer, me need the loving. Everything stronger when I make it the feeling. Darling, would you give me the sexual healing? I work it, take a little bit off the reeling. I'm the one no ambulance and my heart just stealing. I work it, take a little bit off the reeling. Give it to me, baby, the sexual healing. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing. Sexual healing. Makes me feel so fine. Sexual healing helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing. Sexual healing, baby. It's good for us. Sexual healing.
Here first, guys.
It's good for us. On the left, 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 on the right, on the right, on the right, and on the right, on the left, on the left, on the left, on the sip, on the left, on the right, on the right, on the right. I request you to lay your body right, and I'm a when I make you balance with this, and I go your body, oh you try to get squeeze it. It's a matter of love, and I'm gonna make it easy. Give me the feeling, about the good. I need the sexual healing, about the good. Give me the feeling, about the good. I need the sexual healing now. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven, and I need some loving. Baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger, it's getting much stronger. When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. So wait a minute now, sexual healing. Why you healing for your love when you know makes me feel so fine. Sexual healing helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing, sexual healing, baby. Sexual is good for us. Sexual healing, darling, it's good for us. On the left, on the left,
Yeah.
on the left, on the left, on
So
the
yeah.
left, on the right.
Congratulations.
It feels good, It's just like we've been doing this for so many years, and I think this could be like our big break. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of feedback where people think that's going to be a huge radio hit. We're counting on that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it for
Yeah, I
sure.
think it will be.
So, okay.
Okay, but I'd like to say one thing.
Yeah, sorry, Jay.
If this isn't the stuff that's on the radio now is very bad. That was very, very good. So I
Yeah.
really expect that to be a huge radio hit because it's hard to listen to the radio nowadays, and a lot of cities and stuff. And that was awesome. I can't believe how good he sounds still.
Yeah, he still sounds great,
Yeah,
right?
it's like-
25 years later.
He's not
Right?
young anymore. He's killing it.
Yeah, it's incredible. And like I said, like this is a song. It doesn't matter how old you are. You know,
No, it's
that,
great
like,
too.
people know
Timeless.
it. Timeless. And the good part about it is just, you know, we're updating it, and, you know, we're hoping that, you know, it just catches on to all the radio stations, and if that happens, like, see you guys.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Send me a postcard.
This is good. Okay, so do the dates again for the releases.
So yeah, it's going to be out November 12th on all streaming sites, Spotify, Apple Music. But it will be released for DJs to download on DJ City on October 30th. So that's what they're kind of, you know, releasing it to DJs first to kind of build the hype behind the song. And then they're actually hoping that by March it will be a summer hit.
This is
Because
awesome.
you need that time, right? You need that 3-4
Yeah, you
month
need a little window there to push
and
it
then
there. So
hopefully by then COVID will be done. Hopefully we can get a music video done for it, and then
that would be great.
I mean that's the dream, right? I mean, you gotta have a music video. So if not,
Hey, even if you don't have the video and you can get it off the ground, it's even that much more so, right?
exactly.
Okay, so we got Alex fucking K. in
Oh,
the house.
we're gonna say that, right?
And,
We're gonna say
well,
that?
it's-
all right.
It's after 9.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
okay,
after
good.
9.
Yeah, it's Alex
No,
fucking
but
K.
he's got some pretty big things coming up. Possible Juno nomination.
Yeah.
He's got a big hit coming out here, not too far off. So yeah, make sure we watch out for that. It's pretty exciting to have it heard here first on Accordin to Jorden with
Yeah, first.
Barry's live music show. It's pretty exciting stuff. Again, we're at the final hours of the charity. We are doing epilepsy, Simcoe County. Hopefully, we're able to get a couple of donations in on this podcast. And yeah, so things are good. Jake was saying we're moving into the food bank for next week. Is there anything I've missed out here on this Thanksgiving Sunday? I hope everyone's staying well, and yeah, we love you all. We love all the support. Please keep tuning in. Share this out with your friends. See if we can get more members in here.
Thanks so much for coming to Proud West Studios, Alex.
Yeah, man, it's been great. You know, I love you guys. This has been a long time coming. We've talked about this a few times. It finally happened. So
It's awesome.
And you know, the timing is perfect too, right? So
Oh,
with that announcement, you know, it's always good.
Everything.
We appreciate you doing
Everything
it here
gotta happen,
too. Thank you
right?
so much.
Absolutely. Thanks,
we-
guys. Thanks for having me.
We love having you on the show. Hopefully, you come back.
You know, I'll be back. Maybe.
Makes me feel